The world is creating weaker people with every new generation. This is because young men lack the education to be confident in themselves. How do I know this? Because I used to be one of those young men. When I didn't have confidence in myself, I had negative self-talk. I didn't believe in my skills. I didn't believe in myself, and I didn't have goals. I also had limiting beliefs that I would always be like this. I lacked assertiveness to change. This created a lack of direction in my life. But you don't have to feel like this anymore. Imagine you got the confidence you wanted. You're standing tall, head high, and you're smiling, happy that you value yourself, you value your skills. You know what goals you want, and you achieve them because you're actually taking control of your life. And you're no longer afraid to talk to strangers. And you're able to connect with people more, making you overall more confident and more happy with yourself. I'm walking down my high school hallway and something's wrong. I'm wondering there's a part missing from me. This part I used to have, but I no longer had. And it was until I had reached out to a friend that I didn't know what it was. I asked my friend, what is one thing that changed about me? And she was honest. She said that I wasn't as confident in myself as I used to be. That kind of shocked me. You know, it was right in front of me, but I couldn't grasp it. I couldn't figure out that I didn't have confidence in myself anymore. So after that, I then seek to change that because lacking confidence prevented me from achieving my goals, from finding my true purpose in life, which is to help you so you don't take as long as I did to find my confidence in myself. Because you don't want to no longer second guess yourself. You don't want to fear what others think of you. You don't want to doubt your skills. You want to achieve your goals. And you don't want to live a life of feeling lost, like you have no purpose. So I'm going to tell you what I did to regain my confidence. And what I realized is that it's all about the mindset. So the first thing I had to do was I had to stop the inner voice. My inner voice, and most of you have this, think negatively. It took me a while to get my inner voice to think positively. So what I did is when I had a negative thought, say I took a test and I did bad on it, the inner voice would tell me, you're so stupid. You studied so hard and yet you still couldn't get a good grade. So what I had to do is I had to acknowledge this thought. Okay, that was a negative thought. We don't want that because I don't want to doubt myself anymore. So dispute that negative thought. Sure, I did bad on that test, but the previous tests I've taken, I've done good on. Say you're not really a good test taker. That's kind of me, but it took me a while to figure out how to actually be good at taking tests. So what I would say is, okay, sure, I'm not that good at taking tests, but I'm really good on the hands-on portion. Boom. You just disputed that negative thought. Now, still work towards being a good test taker, trying to find ways to study better, maybe study longer, maybe take less time and focus and try and really learn that topic and not memorize it. The next step above is to think of 5 positive things. This could be skills or just things you're grateful for, because 5 positive thoughts outweigh 1 negative thought. The next thing is another mindset. We have to adopt the mindset that we never regress in our journey. And what I mean by this is, say when you just started self-improvement, you watch a whole bunch of YouTube channels, you're taking action, and then you go back to those bad habits like you used to. You still know all that information, so you went from not knowing anything about self-improvement to knowing about self-improvement. So you're here. So however long it takes, you're doing that bad habit, and then you take action again, and you start going back up. This has helped me to realize that, one, I'm always growing, I'm always learning, and always improving myself. And that even if I partake in a bad habit, I am still farther than I was before, even though I'm still partaking in the bad habit. And eventually you'll get to the point where you just no longer partake in that bad habit. This helps with confidence, because if you view going back to that bad habit as a regression, you're going to start beating yourself up about it. You still want to acknowledge that you are doing the bad habit. You don't want it to let that thought overtake you, because we still want to grow. The next thing we want to do is we want to open our body language. I know, it's very simple. But I used to go around school and just walking anywhere with my head down, looking at my feet, shoulders rounded. And of course I had no confidence. So bring those shoulders back, puff up that chest, look up high and smile. You'll already feel 10 times better than you did before. And not only will you feel 10 times better, but you'll start to show others that you are confident. This allows them to trust you more, in a sense making you more confident, because you have the ability for people to trust you. And that's such a great feeling. Because when you're confident in yourself, you don't doubt yourself. You're able to be calm in difficult situations, allowing people to lean on you for maybe it's advice or whatever, and you can help them. And then you start to believe in your skills even more. The next thing is playful banter. Now, this is something I kind of picked up recently. Throughout middle school, my friends would make comments about me. Of course, it was banter, but I didn't see it that way. I just saw it as a negative comment. Even though that wasn't true, I believed it, putting myself down. So if you view that as playful, you won't be as sensitive to criticism and negative comments. And not only will you view that, but also I've come to realize that playful banter has helped me connect to more people, building better friendships and bonding with them even more. And this has also made me realize that I just enjoy being with my friends more. I'm smiling, they're smiling, we're all laughing, because we know it's playful. We have no ill intentions towards that person. The last thing is progress. Now, what I mean by progress, it could be anything, but for me, it was progress in the gym. Freshman year of high school, I was like 90 pounds. I was so skinny. And end of sophomore year, that summer, I decided to bulk. I bulked up to 120 pounds, 30 pounds. I felt like I was on top of the world. Because I was confident in my body. I was confident in myself. I had a sense of accomplishment because I just achieved a really difficult feat. 30 pounds? I no longer had noodle arms. Like, how can you not be confident after that? So, I just want to remind you that a lot of the issues we have, depression, anxiety, self-confidence, it's all because of our mindset. If you can cultivate a strong mindset, nothing will be able to stop you.